Hi everyone, it's Nelson Gord, Director of Baseball at NCSA. Today we're going to talk about what college coaches are looking for in a Division I outfielder. When you're talking about playing the outfield, there are generally two positional profiles that we're going to look at. One's going to be more of a speed profile. Your typical center fielder could slide over to left field. The other one's going to be a power outfielder, a guy that's going to swing the bat at a little bit higher level, that may possess greater arm strength, might be a little bit bigger in stature, and is generally going to be a right fielder, maybe left, and if he has the speed and depending on the roster makeup, has some of the skills that allow him to play center field as well. A few things that are constant among all three positions: one, staying behind the baseball. I know it's a thing that bothers many coaches at all levels, are guys that drift with fly balls or balls that are hit into the gap. You're going to want to beat a ball to a spot, as they say, get deep and work back, work behind the ball at all times when you're playing the outfield. The other thing is arm strength, okay? And a lot of that is, going to be dictated by some God-given ability. But having an accurate arm in many cases is just important as having a strong arm, but you're going to want to be able to see both. And some of the metrics may dictate what position you play, but again, there are certain things that you have to do as a constant in order to play at the Division I level. So as we get into the video here, we can see it's a longer, leaner, wiry looking guy, which is something that fits more of a power profile and is very projectable in what he should be able to do long term. That arm works real easy, and you can see from behind that all three of these throws so far have been right on the bag. One hop, no hop. That one was a hop and a half, but they're all in the bag. So he possesses both arm strength and arm accuracy, which is a rare commodity and definitely something that puts him in that Division I category. The second is going to be more of a speed profile. These are guys that generally are going to stay in the middle of the field, play center field, and not only can they go back and forward on a ball and have that strong and accurate arm, but also have an increased level of range compared to those corner outfielders and are able to go get it gap to gap, right? Center field is the only position where the foul line really doesn't come into play. So as we get into this video right here, and we watch this outfielder, you could just see the athleticism and the movements right off the bat. Picks out a hop, and that is what you call an absolute laser beam. All coaches talk about throwing through a cutoff man, and that would probably give the cutoff man a haircut. A great one-hop throw. Both those first two were right on the bag, as is that third one, and I'm going to go ahead and pause that. Guys, that's why it's so important to put your best footage right at the forefront of a video, because three throws right there, 20 seconds or so, I'm immediately circling this player. He's the guy I'm going to want to follow and watch and see what he does with the bat and see what he does in a game-like setting. It's nice that we get to see him go back on the ball a little bit. That's a really tough ball to throw on, and you can still see he had great carry on it. The throw was a little bit up the line, but from the position that his body was in and where that ball was at, really, really impressive. So again, things that I loved about that: the strong and accurate arm really stood out. The athleticism and the movements. He was able to pick out his hop. There wasn't a lot of time between when he fielded the baseball and when he threw it, so he played in rhythm, he played in tempo, and just the athleticism in his appearance, right? He wore the uniform the right way. Everything looked the part. Oftentimes coaches talk about the eye test. That passed it, that checked it off on all levels, and definitely a player that fits that Division I projectability, that profile, something that they're looking for. So again, at NCSA, we look at thousands of videos each and every week. We'd love to look at yours. We'd love to hear what you're looking at, what your dream school is, what the schools that you're considering are. We'd love to evaluate your video, walk through that process with you, and help you come out with a game plan to help you become the next college student athlete.